you're ready, Coach.
Well, we went from a probably more eye-pleasing loss at Northwestern from a fan standpoint and probably y'all standpoint, and to a very, very ugly W. And really proud of our guys, because you have to win these games. You have to find a way. And they had a unique, I think, day. If you want to talk analytics, toss of possible points. Derek, what's it called?
Point possible.
Points possible. That's it. If you total up all the field goals, all the threes, all the free throws in the game, we're plus 34. That probably means we didn't have great offense, but when you don't shoot threes and make them, they were over. It's one of our big philosophical deals. It becomes very hard to win. I think they had 2 shots outside of 10 feet, maybe, they made. In a game that we didn't shoot the ball particularly well, and we didn't guard very well, to be very honest, at times. So, Luke Goody, huge day. Elite. His rip drive baseline was something that will go on the film at the end of the year. But he made threes. He got some good looks. Justin was plus 24. I thought his shot, obviously, at the end was a big one. And then I thought that in a lot of ways we got Terrence going a little bit at the end. 6 rebounds. We haven't had a lot of practice time with him. He's hold the ball too much. I actually set him for a long period of time today. I felt really good about the way he finished the game. I ran on a little play for him at the end of the game, isolation to get fouled, and then Quincy was a little off today, and Luke was playing great, and it's a nice luxury to have that. And I thought Marcus is, he was our Luka, so to speak. He's doing just about everything, and was a rock again. And 10 rebounds is a big day for him. And when you tell your guards to rebound, he literally takes it to personal and goes and does that. So, ugly win, and give Indiana a lot of credit. I thought they played extremely hard on the defensive side and had something to do with us missing shots, but we'll sure take it today.
Brad, you seem to get a lot of, offensive rebounds, a big part of what you do, but it seemed to be in spurts today. When you made your runs, you were attacking the offensive glass, and other times guys were just standing and watching. How do you get them to do that for 40 minutes? Practice.
Put them on the treadmill. It's just one of those deals. We emphasize it. We work on it. We have a drill we do every single day. I think it shows our aggressiveness. I thought our aggressiveness today guarding the basketball was as bad as we've had. I just thought we were passive today, but we did turn it up at times, and it obviously was. Draven Gibbs had a big 3. Coleman got a big tip in and one. We can't be selective when we go. If we're starting to do that, then we're setting ourselves up.
Brad, I know you wanted to rebound more, and Terrence got those at the end, hits his free throws, but what did you see before that? Like, how do you feel like he's acclimating back?
Slowly.
Yeah.
To be very honest, slowly. But I thought it's really hard. You guys have no idea who never played. It's so hard we can't be out of the month. And it's so hard. And the flow offensively, we've got to find. We've got to have a great dummy day here the next day or two, where he's not holding the ball. Terrence, when he's effective, is driving it. That sets up his 3, and we're holding the ball too long. We just hold the ball. He's holding it too much, and we've got to help him there. We got to help. But I felt like late, he was emotionally in the right place, and that's the most important thing. I thought he was tough. He wanted the ball. He wanted to make free throws, and that was good.
Coleman talks about maybe just leaning into defensive rebounding when the offense is not what you want. But what's the challenge in not letting maybe shots not falling trickle into?
Yeah, it's mental. We all have feel good moments, right? You guys all write about the guy who scores, right? You know, it's the lead is, you know, Demas was double leads. You know, am I calling the title right? It's all about scoring. No one's going to lead the fact that, you know, somebody's had 5 steals. I haven't seen that column yet. So it's a feel good thing for them when they make a basket and the crowd cheers and everybody goes up. It's not like that on the defensive side. Defense is guts and grit and fight and all the nasty stuff that nobody wants to talk about. And you know, we've had that most of the year. We had it at times today, but that's got to become that's our standard. That's who we are. We gotta start doing that. But we're in the middle of 16 days in a row.
Coach, correct me if I'm wrong. It seemed like the plan on Renault was to dig with the wings and the guards on him. Did they execute that the way you wanted? And what was there consideration to doubling him?
No, we won because we didn't give him threes. And Baco's leading the league in threes, 3-point percentage. And what we wanted to do was give him different looks. And you know, Coleman's really good. He got up 12 attempts. That's it, 12. And we're really good with that. Where I didn't think we did a very good job today was we did miss. We gave up some second chance opportunities. So the game is imperfect. You're going to give up something. These guys are really good players, and so you play the percentages, you play the odds, and that's what our stuff's based on.
Brad, Ty was really effective in the first half. Only got 5 minutes in the second half. Is that kind of like you said? Justin Harmon was plus 24. You're trying to work TJ back into it, or is that where some combination?
We set him a long time. We set TJ a long time as well. And again, it's a feel thing. Justin was being effective. He was creating some havoc on the defensive side. Luke was playing really good. We had a combination of guys out there that caused them some problems on the defensive side because of spacing. And again, I guess that's a nice thing of having some depth. I love what Ty's doing, and probably had an opportunity to go back to him a little bit early and give Marcus a blow, but again, there was some ebb and flow and timeouts that I felt pretty good about Marcus.
Brad, how do you balance the scouting report initially with what a team is doing on a current day or night? Like Indiana goes 0 for 9 from 3, but I'm sure you didn't tell them they can't make it, you know, going in.
We set goals every game of what we want to do based on their personnel and how we're scheming of what we want that game to look like. Today was 3 or fewer threes. It's pretty unrealistic to think you're going to get 0 in a 40-minute college basketball game. It's really hard to do. I think we did it. We do it against Michigan. Michigan State, I think last year. That's what we do. Okay, and so we don't set out to be perfect at it because we know it's an imperfect game, but we set out with goals and ideas. We talk about those things, and you know, those are focal points for our guys to worry about.
Brad, so you spoke about the big 3-pointer that Draven hit. Obviously, he gave a good spark there in the second half. What was your message to him after the game?
I love you, because he works hard every day. He's the other team's best player most days, and believe me, when we have him sincere at the guard spots on the scout team, talk about freakishly athletic, and Buck's getting really good and working really hard, but it's very hard to do what Draven's done and keep his confidence. He is an extremely positive young man. He is an extremely hard worker. He's in there every day with Chester and TA and our coaches, working, getting his shots up, and a day like today goes a long way for my confidence in what he does. And then he guarded the ball, and he guarded without fouling.
Brad, you mentioned maybe not having the toughness at the point of attack defensively. Who are you looking to get some more bite there?
Every one of them. We talked all night, Derek, about ball pressure, just simply ball pressure, throwing the ball into the league. We were 3 feet off of them. And when there's a low post man, there's nowhere to drive. And yeah, we're just soft. We were just soft on the ball, and that's not good. That's not who we are. It's not what we've been. And you know, we had I think X drove the ball baseline in front of their bench. We just stood outside the paint on the other side and didn't rotate. We haven't done that all year. And you know, it was Terrence, and I think in that moment. But we got to rotate. And those are things that can't happen. Those are mistakes that can't happen.
You mentioned Luke's 3-point play, maybe the old-fashioned way being a highlight at the end of the year. Can he do that more, or do you see? I mean, he talks about his value of just making shots, jump shots, but what do you kind of see as his approach there?
Luke's got a tremendous shot fake. I mean, and we work a lot with, you know, shot fake sidestep for a three, and yet Luke's quietly got a really good, hard to guard post game because he can fade away and shoot it, and he can shoot it off balance. His dribble drive game's not what I would call exceptional. Probably a little better than yours, but it was the right play at the right time, and the seas parted, and he shot a layup. Thank you.